What's up, good people? How's it going? Rob here, Old City Vapor, back with another weird Wednesday for you. Yep, I missed last week. Sorry about that. Been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Um, hey, I'm gonna miss one every once in a while. Don't hate me. Anyway, today I'm vaping some of this mystery sauce here with no label on it. What is it, you may wonder? It is a new flavor, a beta flavor uh, from my good friends at Fusion Vapor, and it doesn't have a name yet. Shane said, "Hey, come up with a good name." So hey, help me out. What can we name it? What's it taste like? It tastes like pralines. You know those sugary little candies that are made in the specialty candy store, pralines. What would be a good name? I don't know. You tell me. Uh, anyway, that's what I'm vaping right now, and it's quite tasty. So today's story. It's actually a couple of little stories thrown into one, not involving ghosts. I don't think. Who knows? Do you guys believe in UFOs? Unexplained flying objects. Or hell, let's just throw it all in there and just say unexplained phenomena. 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 Wasn't that a song on. Anyway, um, yeah, just weird, unexplained things, unidentified flying objects. You had any stories like that? If so, let me know in the comments below. Strange talking there. Anyway, I used to be into geocaching quite heavily. Anybody know what geocaching is? Do you guys ever geocache, or have you? It's where you go out, and you hide a cache. Could be, in a little bottle like this big, this big, or something, a matchbox holder. Or I used to set a lot of caches in, like a military ammo box, green ammo box. Went and bought like a dozen or more of those, 2 dozen or something, from the old Army supply store one time. So I got a bunch of ammo boxes that I used to put caches in. And I happened to be out in the woods this one particular time, checking on the cache. And where I had it set up at was probably a mile or more out in the middle of BFE. You know where BFE is? Uh, I did because I had a GPS, but hey, I've also been known to get lost in the woods with a GPS. Go figure. Not always the sharpest tool in the box. But anyway, I was out in the woods, probably a mile or so out, deep in the woods, in this big preserve area. I don't know, it's 1,000 or more acres. Who knows? I don't know how big it is. I don't have the details. Anyway, it was a big chunk of woods. And I was out there checking on the cache. I'd gone out by myself. I'd been out here numerous times with a group of people. I think one of the groups was probably, I don't know, 15 of us or so at one time. But I was by myself this time. Just figured, hey, I'll go for a walk. I need the exercise, right? Go and check on it. I'd ridden my mountain bike a few times back in there and checked on it. But at this particular time, I was by myself. I was walking. And it was kind of late afternoon. I figured I'll go in, check on it, see what's left in it. I would replace stuff. I had some new bounty to put in there. And cruising in there, I get to the cache, and I'm checking on it, kind of chilling out, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm kind of looking up, and I'm thinking, well, the sun's starting to go down. I better be chuggity bugging my butt out of here because it's going to be dark in about 15 or 20 minutes, and I've got a good walk back ahead of me through the woods. So I'm out there, checked on cache, loaded it up, decided, okay, let's roll. So I'm walking through the woods. The sun's going down. I'm thinking, crap, I didn't time this good at all. So it's getting, that sundown, the sun's sinking, it's getting a little darker. No big deal. I know where I'm going. I got my GPS, right? So I'm cruising. Uh, and I'm walking, just, enjoying the alone time, the by myself time out in the woods. I like being in the woods or on the water by myself, whatever. Um, I'm cruising, and I kind of look over, kind of catch something out of the corner of my eye. I see this, it's like kind of reddish oranges light kind of fly by me. I couldn't really tell how far away it was. I'm thinking, wow, the lightning bugs are out early. Weird color for a lightning bug. Anyway, didn't think anything of it. Walking, about another 5 minutes. I kind of see this light kind of out of the corner of my eye, and I turned a little quicker that time and saw it. And I'm thinking, well, that's kind of strange. Who knows? Who knows? 4 or 5 minutes later, I'm just trucking along, and I see it again. And I'm kind of like, I got a better look at it this time. I still really couldn't tell how far away it was. It was kind of strange, but it was brighter. So I'm thinking, well, it must be closer if it's brighter, right? Physics and logic would say that, but sometimes physics and logic don't always add up. So I see it kind of go by, and just thinking, man, this like weird thing is following me. Kind of strange. Didn't really think much of it, Cruising a little bit further, getting closer back to the truck where I'd parked it at, and I'm thinking, could it be, I'm seeing taillights or something through the woods? No, the road's a hell of a long ways away. I'm walking towards the road. The road is that way. So if cars are coming by, they're going to be going this way. I'm going to see them in front of me, not on the side of me, right? So you would think. So I'm thinking, is there a road over there? If there is, it's a long way away because there's water in between the woods and the road. The river is that way. So that's not making sense. So, 4, 5, 6 minutes later, I'm cruising. And I'm kind of looking, I'm ready for it. I'm waiting. I don't see anything, I'm waiting. And all of a sudden I catch it out of the corner of my eye again. Except this time it's not on that side, it's on this side. It's like, goes flying by me. And it seemed to be a little closer. So this is, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now that I've seen this freaking crazy little reddish orange light. And I'm thinking, what the heck, So I'm looking for it now. I'm starting to get worried. I'm looking again. I'm checking both sides. Always look twice. My mom taught me that, right? Well, I see it out of the corner of my eye again. It comes this way, and it goes, and it stops for a second, and then hauls ass again. And this time, it was intensely bright. And I knew it wasn't a bug. Who knows? Was the NSA following me with a drone, wondering what I was up to out in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere? Was I a deranged pot farmer out there, and they were trying to track me to see where I was going? Hell if I know. But it was starting to kind of concern me at this point. So I continue to walk through the woods a little more hastily this time, because I'm thinking, I'm not really in the mood for a butt probing today, or, a full-on alien abduction, because, I don't know, as cool as that would be, the abduction, not the anal probing, I just wasn't in the mood that day. So, I put some pep in my step. I'm heading towards the truck. Thinking, what the hey, man? Looking, I don't see anything. I get to the truck. I put my bag in, my backpack, my GPS, everything. Get everything loaded in the truck, and I'm sitting in the truck. I'm thinking, I'm in the security of my truck now. I feel safer. I have a pistol. Not that I would want to shoot an alien, but hey, if it was like, some big thing came out of its mouth, get over here, and rip my spine out, I'd try to shoot it first. Anyway, enough of that babble. I'm sitting in the truck and I'm thinking, well, I don't know what it was, just another weird happenings, I guess. Getting ready to cruise, driving. I get up to the road, looking both ways. I don't see any cars coming. I look in my rear view mirror, and what I do see is a bright freaking orange light in my rear view mirror in the woods, just sitting there. Thinking, what in the hell is that? I don't know, but like I say, I was by myself, and at that point, my courage was dwindling, and my adventure side was not really happening either, so I left. And I just cruised and kept going, and when I was coming back over the river, I was driving over the river on the bridge, and I was looking back in the woods there, and just black woods, black dark sky, no light, no nothing, but that damn thing was following me through the woods, and I have no earthly idea what it was. Maybe that was the problem. I was thinking earthly. Who knows? It might not have been earthly, right? I don't know. Anyway, that was one instance of being in the woods with strange light following me. I have no clue what it was. I can only imagine, and hey, I got quite an imagination, so you probably guess what I could be thinking at any given moment, but who knows. So another time, several years before this, I had gone to Cape Hatteras. Used to go up there every year. I'd gone up there to go surfing. Had my girlfriend with me. Had 4 friends with me. We'd been in Cape Hatteras for a couple of weeks, hanging out, having a grand old time, catching waves, catching fish, eating good, living good. On the way home, after a couple of weeks, I had a Volkswagen Vanagon L diesel, cool van, kind of a weird yellowish orange color on the bottom, kind of cream white on the top. Cool van. Wish I still had it. Although diesel is kind of expensive right now, but it did get great gas mileage. It just wasn't the fastest car on the road, if you know what I'm saying. I got up to 70 one time, going down a hill. Anyway, cruising back. Everybody's in the back of the van. They're all sacked out. My girlfriend's up in the front passenger seat. I'm driving. We're cruising down 95. It's probably 3 o'clock in the morning. Cruising somewhere. I think we were in South Carolina. May have been North Carolina still, but I'm pretty sure it was South Carolina. Cruising. I'm actually quite positive it was South Carolina. We're cruising. I look over. What do I see? Bright ass light out in the woods. Thinking, wow, that's probably a strobe or something on top of an antenna or something. Not a real tall antenna, but who knows? It was blinking. Bright, kind of a gold colored light. Kind of a weird color. Didn't really think much about it. Just figured out it's an antenna. It's a water tower. It's something. Who knows? I don't know where the hell I'm at. I'm in the middle of, again, BFE on 95, somewhere in South Carolina. Cruising. About another 10 miles up the road. Look over. This bright light. And I look over at my girlfriend. I'm like, did you see that light? And she's like, I saw something. She was like kind of nodding off. But it was kind of bright enough that, kind of woke her up a little bit. She's like, I thought I saw something out there. I'm like, well, I don't know. It's not on now. Cruising. Probably another 10 miles up the road. This intense, bright, goldish white color light is flashing. She saw it this time. I saw it. And people in the back of the van, my friends that were in the back of the van, we were talking enough where they kind of started waking up, and they were like, what are you guys talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And we're telling them what we saw. And they're like, oh yeah, it's probably a UFO. They're probably following us. I'm like, they're being sarcastic. I'm like, yeah, whatever, and we're cruising, got the tunes going now. People in the back of the van, they're kind of awake, they're like, poking fun at us and, giving us a hard time. And we're cruising, and I look over and I'm like, I see it up ahead of me this time. Up ahead of me. I see it. I'm like, there you go. Intense bright light. Goldish white colored light. And it's blinking and it's bright. I mean, it's intensely bright. And I'm thinking, that's one hell of a strobe or something on top of who knows what. They must, I'm thinking, where is south of the border? We're still a long ways away from it. So, no, it wasn't Pedro. I don't know what it is, but I do know one thing. I pulled over. I pulled off the side of 95 and stopped the vehicle. And we were sitting in the vehicle watching this bright, intensely bright light flashing out in the woods. And I'm thinking, this has been like over the last 40 miles or so. I keep seeing this freaking light, and now it's like it's obviously closer or something because it's flashing. But it's still just out in the middle of the woods. I'm thinking, what the hell is it? A couple other people must have been thinking, what the hell was it too, because they pulled over in back of us. No idea who they were, just people traveling down 95. It wasn't an extremely busy night. Like I say, it was 3 in the morning, so there wasn't a ton of traffic. But over the tons of traffic that there could have been, a few people pulled over. And they didn't like jump out of the car, but I could tell they were thinking, what the hell is that? They see it, we see it. I get out of the car. My friends in the back open the side door, and they all pile out of the back. The people in back of us got out of the car. And we're all kind of looking at the light, and we're all looking at each other going, what in the nation is that? And about that time, the intensely bright, strobish type light goes, and was gone. And it wasn't like it turned off. It was like, when I say gone, I mean like it left. Gone. In a hurry. In a blink of an eye. Pitch darkness. No sound. No nothing. And we're all just going, well, that's not something you see every day. No explanation, no idea. We talked about it for the next 100 miles. And then everybody kind of fell asleep again. Except for me, because I was still driving. I wanted to fall asleep, though, because that was one hell of a long road trip. But we talked about it, when everybody woke back up. And we got back home to Florida. We're all like, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. What was it? I don't know. What do you think it was? I don't know. I still don't know. I'm just as confused then, now, as I was then. I have no idea what it was. We all had our own theories, and UFO was definitely one of them. But remember, UFO just means unidentified flying object. Who knows? I got no clue. So, have you had any strange occurrences like that? I know those weren't, like up close and personal, but they were still weird enough for me to go, the hell did I just see? I don't know. Was it following me? I don't know. If you've had something like that happen, leave it below in the comments, and I will be sure to reply to you. Or email me if it's a long story, and you don't want to post it for everybody to see. Hey, talk to me. I'm good. I'll try to answer everybody. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing and liking the videos. And I will do my best to get back on track and have more and more and more coming along soon. I got some juice reviews and some other stuff coming up. As usual, not jamming them out as fast as I used to, but I still try to get at least, one a week or more. That's my plan anyways. We'll see how it goes. A vape for the road. And I gotta go pick my wife up from work because we have car trouble. What's new? We're down to one car, and we live out here in the middle of BFE. So it's not a good place to live with one car and two people who have jobs to go to back and forth. And gas is eating the ass out of me. That's what I can say. It's getting more expensive. I don't like it. Nothing I can do about it, though. Okay. 20-minute video. And I'm out of here. You guys take care. Thanks for watching as always. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. What?